I'm Holly Doyle. I'm the administrative assistant for Head Start, for Northumberland area Head Start, in the early childhood education department at the CSIU.
Holly is our administrative assistant, but I also like to refer to her as my right-hand man/woman. I know that I can depend on her whenever I have a question or I need something, and that if she doesn't know the answer, she will help us figure it out and find out that information. She's a pleasure to work with, and I feel very blessed to have her as part of our team.
She just is so competent at her job, and there's so many facets to it that I just feel like she is amazing. She just knows how to juggle everything that she's doing, and just is very, very organized and on top of things. And I know that she treats everybody with the same kind of respect, and I can't say enough about her.
Head Start is a program. I love what our mission is. I love the families that we serve. And so even though I am not working directly with the parents, or I'm not in the classroom teaching the children or trying to foster those relationships, because I probably wouldn't be the best person for that job, I get to support the people that do that very important work that means a lot to me. So hopefully I've had an impact somewhere through all those channels that have allowed all those people to do their job well.
I think she exemplifies what the IU is about and what they would want in a person who's representing the IU. She's kind, she's courteous, she's always professional in the way that she interacts with both individuals within the intermediate unit as well as outside of it. And I have no doubt that anybody who comes into contact with her would feel that same way.
I think that she is an excellent person to represent our program as well as the IU in general. She works very well with the other people over there in her office. I just don't see I've never heard a bad word about her anywhere. So I just feel like she is sometimes the first person that our families talk to, and she just handles that extremely well.
Especially in the world we live in today, if we could all just focus a little less on self and putting others first, I think we'd all reap a lot more benefits than we realize.
My name is Rygel Kraft, and I work as the Family Support Managing Coordinator at the Center for Schools and Communities, which is a part of the Central Susquehanna Intermediate Unit.
We connected as colleagues and quickly became friends while working as co-chairs for the CSC Social Committee. I just want to express that Rygel is so many wonderful things, all rolled into one human being. She, as I was thinking about her and how I might describe what she means to the center, a flood of words came to me that aptly describe the person that I really do admire very much. Words like fun, which is helpful on a social committee, genuine, thoughtful, trustworthy, dependable, helpful, empathetic, respectful, modest, reliable, dedicated, sincere, and caring.
So I've worked with Rygel for about 1.5 years. It is truly a pleasure working with Rygel. She approaches her work with curiosity and enthusiasm. She's the managing coordinator on our family support team. And in that role, she creates structures and tools that smooth the way for others' work as well as her own. She leads planning efforts and meetings, and honestly readily leads the charge, while also being quick to listen to others' feedback and insights, and that's really appreciated. That's not easy to do.
Not only do I get to build relationships with programs over time through my work with PAT affiliates and Children's Trust Fund grantees, and I'm able to provide assistance to them so that they can provide the best programming to children and families. I love to be able to teach and to sort of inspire passion and excellence in others, because it feels like I can have more of an impact exponentially, because I'm hoping that when folks come to a professional development opportunity that I do, at least one person who comes takes something and then they go back and serve the families that they're serving, and hopefully that impact ripples.
In my working with her, I've seen really her firsthand ability to demonstrate imagination, creativity, and initiative, all while working to respectfully guide and lead and think beyond the traditional. at her core, the one thing that really makes Rigel who she is really her passion. She is a champion for anything and anyone who is struggling. She wants to see all kids flourish and all parents shine. And so it's perfect that she's with the Parents as Teachers group. She is a world changer. She's well suited for the Passion for Excellence Award. Very proud to call her a friend and her colleague. So.
There are very few things that I feel like I know for certain in this life, and the one that guides pretty much all of the work that I do, I learned from my parents, and that's that people need as many chances as they need to get it right. And that guides a lot of my work and a lot of my service, both professionally and personally. I once heard someone say that you lead wherever you are. And I think that's what true service is. So when you are serving others in that way, where you are truly partnering and equalizing that power dynamic, I think that's what allows us to really lead and be leaders. So that's definitely something that's important to me.
Hi, my name is Lori Long, and I'm a classroom assistant in the K-5 program, MDS program at Priestley Elementary through the CSIU.
I met Lori. She became one of my aides when the IU started a MDS class at Shikellamy High School. She was amazing. She was always there for the kids. I could depend on her. Sometimes she would actually read my mind, so she knew what I was thinking. She just absolutely was overall an amazing person.
I really enjoy all the aspects of the classroom. I enjoy large group activities, but I really enjoy the one-on-one instruction and getting to know each child and their interests and their abilities, and seeing the children grow both physically and academically during the school year is very rewarding to me. Denise Gwynn Bailey, who is no longer with us, she has passed on since. We were co-teachers for 7 years in Head Start program, and she taught me how to manage a classroom full of active children very smoothly and to work as a team member. And Bonnie Albertson has made the transition for me from Head Start to MDS a success, because she has given me the tools to use to find each child's unique abilities and to build on those abilities so the children can grow in to their fullest academic potential.
Up and beyond what was expected of her. There's things that she picked up on with some of the kids that I didn't at first. She just was amazing. Like, she just did well with the students, was able to read them very well, and just overall did an amazing job.
At the end of the day, I want to feel as if I've made a difference somewhere, whether it is making a child smile or perking up a coworker who's having a bad day. I believe every small step is an important one.
For the past 3 years, I have been fortunate to have Lori as my paraprofessional in our MDS classroom at Priestley Elementary. Lori is my colleague, my friend, and my partner in the classroom. As I prepared to compile the nomination for Lori, I contacted many of her colleagues from previous programs that she has worked in. It did not take long to see that there was a common theme. Lori loved and valued all of the children, and she offered comfort and confidence to everyone. Lori, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do. It is a privilege to have you in my classroom. You deserve a standing ovation. Congratulations, Lori.
Receiving this award has been both overwhelming and humbling. I enjoy being a part of the CFSIU team, and I appreciate all the support that I've received from the teachers that I've worked with, especially Bonnie Albertson, who believes in me and my work ethics enough to nominate me for the award. Steve Jobs made a statement about passion in the workplace, and it's very true. The only way to do a great work is to love what you do.
I'm Tom Roble. I'm a grant development and special projects manager at the Center for Schools and Communities. I've been with the IU since 1985 and at the center in Camp Hill since 1985.
So I've been working for Tom for almost 3 years now, and it's been just a wonderful experience. So I wish I could sort of flash back in time and see all of the things that Tom has accomplished over his time there, because just in the 3 years of being there, if there is something new or a new initiative or a new idea or a new vision, Tom is probably behind it in some way and supporting it and supporting us to get there. So in terms of the Kudos Award, I can't think of anyone better as a better candidate for this award.
I am very excited about Tom Robles being awarded the Kudos Award. It is very well deserved. In my 20 plus years at the center, Tom has not only become a trusted colleague, but a personal friend. Professionally, Tom is an innovative thinker who understands systemic improvement and change. His outside-the-box thinking led the center into online training platforms well before it became on the radar for others. And his contributions to our leadership teams are valued and appreciated.
My whole career at the center has been focused on improving systems and ultimately improving the lives of children and families. For me, impacts have come from the national consultants that I've worked with throughout my career. Some of these were some of the most brightest, capable, knowledgeable, skilled individuals throughout the nation, some of which I still retain friendships with. That type of interaction and exposure to their thinking, their intellectual capacity has been something that I've valued through my time at the center and has impacted me personally.
Tom really thinks broadly about the projects that we engage in, and he plans with a very broad perspective on who the stakeholders are and what roles they might have in a given project. He has been persistent in just about every endeavor I've seen him take on to advance the goals of the center and the CSIU. He's very active and engaged, and I think that kind of enthusiasm, commitment, energy, and strategic thinking really have worked together to make Tom a really engaged and very productive colleague.
My parents instilled within me to use your time and talents in the most effective way possible. With that in mind, service is extremely important. Volunteering is extremely important. I sit on several boards in the city and volunteer my time when I can in various community improvement projects, all because it's my way of giving back.
I think of Tom less as a supervisor and more of as a mentor in all aspects of my career and honestly even in life a bit. So I can't picture the center or the CSIU without him. And so it's just, like I said, he's been the fabric and just, in the fabric of everything that we've done and do and who we are as an organization at the center.
And I have excellent people that I work with every day, and very heartfelt that on my part that they would even have considered me for this award.